Ah. The good thing is now I can say exactly the same thing once more. Thank you for telling me. It was unmuted. It was unmuted, but the device setting was wrong, so it was getting the I don't know, the null input. I only checked if it's like muted or not, but it was like the device setting. Okay. So for 8 entire muted minutes, I was talking about Unity. I was blaming Unity. Yeah, I can also welcome you again. Hello, welcome. I feel you, it happened to me all the time. Yeah, at some point I was like just having like karaoke by myself, wasn't streaming, and then I forgot to turn off the echo. And then during the stream somebody said echo, and then I was like, okay, I forgot. Hello, Manu. Hello. Welcome. I was muted for 8 minutes. So basically you didn't miss anything. So I wanted to say that Unity gave like too much of a time. Since the Unity announced their crazy new pricing policy, that they will charge like 20 cents per install, even though the developers or game studios doesn't make any profits, they would still charge that money. So basically the game studios or indie game developers could lose some money by selling their product. And then I thought they would change that opinion. So what would happen to Unity now? I have no idea. But yeah, I just wanted to say that my opinion, my personal opinion about like their things. Yeah, and my personal opinion, I thought they gave too much of a time. I mean, they shouldn't have give that much of a time. I mean, it has been more than a week. Has been like, I don't know. That's been quite a long time. I think it's like, okay, I uploaded the video a week ago. It has been more than a week. Plus, they just said they heard us and they will change it, but change to what? Change to back to original? That's like another surprising part to me, because like they said on Twitter that they were gonna announce, I don't know, they heard us and they were gonna say something new in a couple of days. And when I saw a couple of days, I thought like 2 to 3 days, and then I'm pretty much sure it has been like 3 to 4 days or something. And since they were wrong, they made some kind of silly decision, and there's like no room to take it differently or something. So like it was very obvious that Unity was the villain. And so like in my personal opinion, I don't know whether it's like really a good idea or something, but if the community or the fandom fight each other, I think then it could be like a week, because like they will be busy fighting each other and then forget about like what Unity did. But it was obviously clear that Unity was the villain. I searched Unity and there's still a video giving thoughts on Unity, and it came out recently. I also wanted to make another video, but then this week I was somehow busy on, I don't know, some like a tiny random things, which is like big enough to consume my free time. It wasn't really a big deal, but yeah, I spent like few days and like I couldn't make a new video, or like I even forgot to I don't know, 2 days ago I wanted to celebrate a certain like flower, the birth flower day, because that's the flower on my skirt. And then I forgot that as well, and then yeah, things just got busy. But anyway, Unity gave like a bunch of time for game studios and developers to turn away. I mean, if it has been like only a few days, I don't know, 2 to 3 days maximum, then it was short enough time to forget about that, in my personal opinion. Hello, what game? Unity game engine? Yes. I wanted to talk about Unity game engine because today I didn't want to do the programming, and then I was muted for 8 minutes. And then now I'm just like randomly talking about the Unity. I'm just like randomly blaming them. Are you a game developer? Yes, I am. I mean, I'm a Unity developer. I'm more on the industry part, but Unity developer, yes. Game developer, maybe not. Yeah, so a week was long enough time for like those game studios or game developers to make their decision. Indie or work in a major studio, industrial part, I would say. Not really a game studio. Yeah. So now Godot raised their fund, and lots of game studios sentenced or like publicly announced that they were not gonna further. They were not gonna develop their further projects on Unity. So like, I didn't really read all of them. Luckily, it doesn't affect the industry part. My job is safe. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, industrial part of Unity would not hit the million downloads or million installs or 200,000 installs if a company doesn't make any profits. But for the industrial part, I'm pretty much sure they can have easily 100,000 both, right? That's the maximum limit that you can use Unity for free, right? So like, it is less likely to hit the industry part. But still, I want to have the Unity community, and I still, out there could be a bunch of Unity related jobs. I think that's like really ideal for the future career or like future work. What games did you develop or part of? I am on the industry part. Safe for now, yeah. I mean, if they decide to I don't know, if the community shrinks, then there is still potential that that they would the industrial part will be also shrink. But for now, I think it's not really likely. But the thing is, the community, the Unity developers community would not be the same for the future, because like Unity lost their trust. Yeah, basically they lost the trust by deleting those like license policies from the GitHub, by changing the regulation, which is only applying in 3 months, which is quite short time. Because like quite often games are developed for like 1 to 2 years or longer. So 3 months is like now. I wouldn't say it's in the future. So Unity gave too much of the time. So if they change their word now, the market or the community would never be the same. That's a little bit sad for me. Maybe it's like also my time to move on to different engines or different platforms. I have no idea. But I personally want to stick to Unity for the moment, because I like that, and still this like really closely related to run the channel or something to my life, my everyday life. And at this moment I'm not trying to change the engine, but maybe I should like slowly really learn the different engines. I've been using Unity for past 6 years, and I like the game, I like the engine, and love the community. But to be honest, Unity as a company kind of always sucked. Is it? I mean, I didn't really follow the entire decision making or something. Let me think. Maybe. They never made a profit. Yeah, that's true. If it's like profit-wise, they never made a profit. they literally never made a profit. That's like quite interesting. I mean, for certain times they didn't make any profit because they were buying the entire, I don't know, all the interesting companies in the world. I like Unity engine as well. Sad to see the company is in this state. Yeah. Yes. I like Unity engine. I like Unity. They have more than 7k employees. Epic has around 3k, huh? That's interesting. Let's see. Let me think. So what does Unity do? So they earn money from the license? And I'm pretty much sure like Weta part or like some kind of like special part would do their work. Because I also read that Avatar 2 was like super expensive to make. So like Weta Digital, Unity owns it. I don't know how they calculate the profits and so on. Also from ads. So Unity has their not ad mob, not Unity ad something. But I'm pretty much sure not that many people or developers using it. Because as far as I know, the Google AdMob is better. So that's another part. And they also have some kind of like solution tickets. So if you're stuck developing something in Unity, you can ask to Unity to solve the problem. I think they are more from their ad services. Huh. Maybe, yes. Mostly they use AppLovin, huh? That's their domain income? Okay. And what does Epic has? They have Unreal Engine. They have Epic Store. Is it Epic Store? Some kind of like Steam-like platform, which gives me a bunch of free games. I only got it because like they sometimes give me free games. Epic has Fortnite. Yeah, they have some fancy games. Unity doesn't have their own games. That's quite interesting. I personally want to see some game with Unity-chan. Because I like her. I like Unity-chan. It's like super cool. It's like Unity Japan official character. Her name is like Koharu something. No, I mean the game studios use AppLovin as an ad service, and AppLovin even made an offer to buy Unity. Huh. Okay. Buy Unity. Unity canceled their own game. I think it's called Gulgaia. Gulgaia, is it? Oh, they also plan to make their own game. Now I feel like I didn't know anything about Unity. Only thing I know is like their stock price crashed. It crashed recently. I know somebody who bought Unity stock on $120. And at that point, that when I checked last time, it was like $28 or something. Now I think it's like $35. It was a simple game, not an actual game, huh? So they don't have like anything super cool. And then like I was thinking of like the old times when I started using Unity. It wasn't this big, I guess. And I knew nothing about programming. And then since Unity became quite popular, maybe if Unity dies out, but it won't be as small as I don't know, Unity 4 point something, 5 point something, or was it like already popular at that point? I have no idea. Oh yeah, I mean, testing out some other game engines would be quite cool idea. And I saw a bunch of game studios now invested on Godot. Even though like somebody leaked their the entire code base. What's interesting? So you started learning. That's interesting. So you started learning coding with Unity. I did. I started without knowing anything. So I made silly questions like, what is the difference between private and public? Yeah, like some people say Unity isn't really a programming, it's like scripting. And at that point, I had no idea what that means. And now I know the difference. And the more time I invest on Unity, I feel like this is like more and more C# and more, I don't know, the computer science than Unity itself. So if I understand those kind of like core part and how computer runs actually, then I think like the Unity part isn't that important. That's how I feel right at the moment. But yeah, since I started everything with Unity, I just like knew how to click the proper buttons and like what button means which. That was the only thing that I kind of remembered at that time. Yeah, those good old time. Yeah. I don't want Unity to die out. And look at you now. That was a long time. But anyway, you made a career out of it. You know the funny thing? I made such a silly questions when I was starting my internship. I don't think no one want Unity to die. Yeah, I think so. But I also understand that those game studios' decision that they would move on to Godot or different engines, because it is like a simple 2D game. I think you can also develop the similar thing with Godot. And if it's yeah, it is free. And if it's like simple enough, I'm pretty much sure that they also can move onto it without any risk. I think that's why they made those decisions. But obviously not all of them would move on to different engines, because some uses certain functions that Unity provides. I mean, for Godot, I'm pretty much sure that for 2D games, so simple 2D games, I think it is possible to move on, migrate to Godot, but they don't have like any fancy render yet. So like, I mean, you can also invest a bunch of times on rendering stuff, but that also consumes a bunch of time and so on. So yeah, there are always pros and cons, but like in my personal opinion, Unity, I'm quite surprised that this isn't over yet. I was pretty much sure that it won't take, I don't know, a few days to take their words back. That's quite surprising for me. Yeah, so basically Unity kind of like killed itself. No idea why any company would do that. but they achieved that, they managed that. In fact, I think AppLovin was creating tools to help port games to go to. That sounds cool. I think it's always good to have like multiple choices. That's always good. I'm also thinking of like learning. Where's my mouse cursor? Okay, I found it. I'm learning Unreal Engine because why not? It would be cool. But learning a new tool is a cool thing, but switching the entire career is a different story. So for that, I have no idea. Yeah. Good luck with memory allocation. I know nothing. I took a C++ course and I got C out of it. And then I thought like C++ will be perfect grade for C++. But then I got C. That was a sad story. Yeah. Yeah, so for today, I was like a little bit tired. I don't think I would like do a really long stream. Wanted to say random things about random things. And now I have no idea what I should talk about. This is like my key visual that I got last week. And then I wanted to upload it on some pages, the little ad, and then like there were a bunch of things that wasn't big enough or that big enough to, I don't know, cannot upload it, forget about it. So I still didn't do that. I also wanted to I still want to celebrate that flower day, which was 2 days ago. So maybe I should do that. Yeah. Can I talk about a random everyday life things? By the way, it's a random topic, but Adobe Photoshop, now they have like AI generated pictures function. Somehow it is updated to 2024. That's quite surprising. It is already 2024. Okay. Yeah. 2023 is almost over. Ever since COVID started, I feel like everything is awkward. You can even tell us more about how you got into the game development. I mean, the Unity development, somebody just like showed me the VR device and I loved it. And then I just wanted to try it a little bit more. And then I heard somebody else, some of my friend at the point, that sounds weird. Anyway, some of my friend do some projects in VR, and I thought like, if somebody is doing that, I also want to do that. And then I asked like the people around me that I was interested in VR. And that's how everything started. Yeah, I was VR enthusiast. Now I'm not that much of a VR enthusiast because like there are not many products which is making profits in VR. Hello, welcome. Today I was doing some kind of like crime scene kind of room escape game and I was tired. I didn't want to do any further programming, so I was just like talking about the random thing about like Unity that they are dumb. That they made the silly decision when like and gave bunch of time to game studios or game developers to learn Unreal Engine or Godot and invest on Godot. Nice. We found the criminal. We found who killed that person. So today, so yeah. Me being entering the VR industry, that was like I didn't want to see the reality. That's why I loved VR. That's how everything started. And me catching criminal. So there was a game. This kind of like room escape kind of game. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Bigger and smaller at the same time. So the room escape game. So this is happening in real life. And you need some friend to go there with. So like the theme I tried is 4 to 5 people. And we went there with 4 people. So basically they have like some kind of like rooms and you find some evidence and just like ask them questions and find who killed somebody. So when you enter, somebody was dead here, and then you have some kind of role book. You have your role, and then you have to act on it. And then, yeah, everything is spoilers, so basically I cannot say anything. But there were 4 people, and I was innocent. Because I am innocent. I would never kill anybody in my life. But that's why I got the most innocent role. And then we found the criminal. Because somebody was smart enough to find out the wrong sentences that the criminal said. Interesting. And then I didn't understand anything. So we all were basically quite tired. So like it was like the combination of 3 tired people and 1 who wasn't really tired. So like the one who wasn't really tired did all the work to find out who was the actual criminal. And then I was thinking like, okay, the criminal cannot lie anymore. Didn't lie, didn't defend. And then I was like just saying, okay, he is behaving suspicious. And then I didn't really understand anything about the alibi and story or like the evidence. I just thought like, okay, now just he gave up. That's how we found the criminal. Interesting. Among Us, yes. It's Among Us, but in the actual space. And then you have characters and you have evidences. For instance, like this person and that person likes each other, that kind of like evidence in the cabinet or something. And then some kind of like hidden evidence in the world or like in some cabinet or like somewhere. It was basically interesting, but I didn't understand any single story. So basically it was like somebody hate that person, everybody hates that person, and this person and that person likes each other, and I was supporting this guy and I was following that criminal, and yeah, then I didn't understand anything, and they were knowing each other since forever, and this person has like some kind of coincidence, I don't know, they just like were in the same place 20 years ago, and this person were following that person, and I didn't really understand anything. That was too difficult to me. And the funny thing was, it was the easiest theme in that room escape cafe. And I didn't understand anything. I even didn't remember any of their names. It was really difficult. It was complicated. But I tried my best. So I had to act in dialect. Then I tried my best, even though I'm pretty much sure I was a little bit wrong. It was complicated. So I had some kind of like books explaining who I am and what I saw, and those infos about the areas and so on, and then like it was like about 10 pages or something, and then like I had no idea what to talk about and what I should keep the secret or something. It was super difficult. It was fun. It was fun, but I wish I could know. I could knew better. That was the only thing that I wished for. That was fun. If there is another session, then I think I will attend once more. Yeah. So that was the random topic of today. What else do I have? Yeah, next week I will go to Tokyo once more. And this is my 4th Tokyo for last an year. I'm going there too often. But again, yes. Yeah, so last December, I went to the Butlers Cafe. And then I thought they are crazy. That's why I liked it. Yes. And I I realize it's like super difficult to make the reservation. But I will also go to Disney. Tokyo Stream, let's go. I wanted to make the acrylic stand for the key visual and then bring it to Tokyo, and then because of those like tiny thing which was big enough to consume my this week's free time, I didn't order it. Oh, I don't think I can get one in a week. So I cannot bring it to there. Too bad. Ah! Yes, that's too bad. Well, maybe next time. I'm pretty much sure there will be another time. I'm pretty much sure there will be 5th Tokyo. Yes. Since my brain melted from finding the criminal. Like, stopping. My brain is stopping. At the beginning of this stream, I was muted for 8 minutes. I mean, I was not muted, but the audio input wasn't set properly. So basically, I was talking to myself and nobody could listen to me. I mean, that happens. Everybody just like talk to themselves. Yeah. Okay, what else is there? No, I cannot think of anything. Just give me random topics. Forcing somebody to give me a random topic. Yeah, this week I wanted to make some videos and I wanted to celebrate some things. But then it's already Friday. I have no idea how come it happened to be Friday. I don't remember the week. Okay, because it was because I was busy making reservations. And then I failed. And then I was upset. And I was refreshing the reservation page for the entire week. Okay. What did you do before becoming a Unity developer? Studying. I studied. And then while I was studying, I started internship as a Unity VR developer. And I still love VR. I really like VR. Because mainly that you don't have to look at the reality. That's why I don't like AR. Because AR is based on the reality. I don't want to look at the reality. I mean, that's like one reason. And another reason is that I think it's quite cool to represent the entire 3D spatial world in 3D, I don't know, vectors and those kind of math. I think that's quite an interesting concept. But AR is more computer vision. And that's like too much of a math, and I don't understand anything. I really have no idea about the visual 3D reconstructions. I cannot even pronounce it, and all those kind of thing. What motivated to start VTubing? I mean, this is also quite cool, isn't that? I didn't see any reason not to. Math hard. Yes. I know nothing about math. All the time. I'm in the somewhere between that. I don't have to know details about the math. If I can't use the functions properly, and then if I have some kind of rough ideas how this function would, I don't know, how quaternion will be multiplied and returns a new rotation and so on. And on the other hand, I also feel like that, okay, I don't understand what quaternion is, but I feel like I have to understand it. I'm always fighting somewhere between. I still have no idea what quaternion is, even though I watched the 3 brown 1 blue. Is that the YouTube channel? Like, yeah, I didn't see any channel explaining better about quaternions than theirs. A super cool video, and I watched it like 4 to 5 times, and I still didn't get it. I think every game developer started creating games to create their own reality, and nothing materialized it more than VR. That's cool. I mean, VR is really cool. And if you already have the 3D environment, I think it's like not really easy and not really difficult to see it in VR. 3B, 1B is great, yes. That is great. And I'm pretty much sure there will be like no easier way to explain about quaternions than theirs. Math is still too hard though, yes. No, nothing. I know nothing. Yeah, but today I felt like, I don't know, programming and learning C# or learning Unreal Engine is easier than find who killed that person. It was easier than understanding my life. I mean, my life, which was given like 5 minutes ago. And like trying to find out who killed that person. Compared to that, programming is easy. I felt that. I mean, I could understand like those like visual evidences or like things that which was, I don't know, shown to me. But I didn't understand any single line which was written in that rule book. I trying to find, I don't know, for revenge, this and that. And then I was like, okay, I read it 5 times already. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, this is my job, but who are you? Hey? It depends. Yeah. But it was super difficult to understand it by reading it. because like it was written in like every 5 minutes or something. That what I was doing. And this was also my first that kind of criminal finding game. So I didn't understand anything. It was good. It was fun, I guess. Yeah. When I go to Tokyo, I will also go to Disney. Disney is called Disney Sea, the land of dream for grown-ups, because they sell beer. I guess you would make a bad investigator. You would think you are a good programmer. Oops. Is it like a bad investigator or a bad reader? Because I read a thing and then I didn't understand anything. The only good thing was that I was innocent. Because only criminal can lie. Others should tell the truth. That was super funny because like all those innocent people were like reading those rule book and then like trying to find the answers from the rule book, and then the criminal was looking at the person who was giving the question and then said the random things. Then I was thinking like, okay, that person is suspicious because he's not reading the rule book. He's lying. Yep. It was a fun time. Ugh. And I bought those like, how do I call it? Those like old-fashioned clock. Pocket watch. I bought a pocket watch. That's a good reasoning. Yay! I didn't understand anything, but at least I found who killed that person. That's a part of the game, reading people. But basically, somebody else was saying like, by your alibi, this doesn't make sense. Like, she was keep asking such a question, and then I was only reading the rule book and I didn't understand anything, and I was like saying all the time that I don't understand anything. So if she didn't answer so many questions, I'm pretty much sure it was like impossible for me to find out. Yeah, I bought a pocket watch to see it in the Butler's Cafe because like there, do you know those like Twitter a tweet, like a super famous tweet, which was like a guy was drinking a coffee in Starbucks without a cell phone, without a tablet, without a laptop, drinking coffee. Just coffee. Like a psychopath. So basically, like if I go to Butler's Cafe, I become a psychopath for at least like 20 to 30 minutes. And then they have like some kind of limited time to use the facility. So it was 80 minutes when I went there last time, and then now it's like 100 minutes. And there, I'm not allowed to use any electronic devices. I mean, of course, I can use watch, but the Apple Watch or something, but I don't have one. Yeah, so basically the smartphone is the only way to check the time for me. And then that's why I couldn't see check the time. I mean, there is a huge clock in the corner, but whenever I want to look at it, like somebody was looking at me, some butler was like looking at me, and I didn't want them to look at me. That's why I bought the pocket watch. And then this one doesn't have the battery. So like I just like how do I say that? How do I say that? Sure. Wind up? Wind up, okay. Win the watch. Want my watch? Win the watch. That's a cool. I mean, I never heard that in my life. Pocket watches feel classy, yes. So I have to wind it up. I don't know how long it goes. I don't know, maybe 10 hours or something. So it's like useless as a clock, as a watch. I don't know how long it would last. But I don't think it would last like longer than a week or something. It's like I have to wind up all the time. But I'm pretty much sure it will be good enough for my 100 minutes. So now I have pocket watch. Cool. And I feel like having a pocket watch would fit the concept. This classic. Not so particle. Practical. Yes, it is very practical. Only wind up your clock. I don't know, 5 times a day. Then you can check the time. Yeah, but for 100 minutes, doesn't have to be exact that time. If I can see like those 100 minutes, I'm pretty much sure that's enough for me. And then I was like a little bit confused because I had no idea how to hold that pocket watch. I mean, my English is like obvious that I have to put it in the pocket. But then I had no idea how to like where to put those clips on and like which pocket to put those pocket watch in. And then I googled, and then I realized it's usually for men. The women also can't use it, but they suggested to have them as a necklace. Or you can like basically hold it on jeans. Yep. You need a suit. Yes. So you need the 3-piece suit with vest. And then you can put those pocket watches in your vest. But I don't have vest. So I don't know where to put it. But I also have like those like Hachiware watch. So I can also bring that. Let me show you. just put it in your pocket. I have no idea whether I mean, there is specific clothes that I want to wear there. Then I have no idea whether that specific one has pocket, because like recently I just like have a bunch of clothes without pockets. I don't know how come, but I didn't really check it carefully. So this is another watch that I have. So I can bring it. I mean, it is basically watch. So I can bring that. It is like working great enough to be a watch. And this is like tiny, like this tiny. This tiny. So it's like 3-4 centimeters, but good enough. Yeah, most women clothing don't have usable pockets. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see, because like I will depart in 1 week from now. And that's like forever, right? So I didn't pack anything. I didn't plan anything then. I mean, I planned almost everything because I have to make the reservations. Yep. Wouldn't the pocket watch be smaller? I think it's quite similar size. If it's like only measuring the height, pocket watch is bigger. But if it's about mass, then maybe they are similar. But anyway, this is my watch. Yep. I think a pocket watch would fit Mono aesthetically better. Yeah, that's true. But I think bringing Hachiwara is like funnier. And I also bought like bunch of stuff which is only funny, not really useful, but only funny. So I would see. I would see. And yeah, I should get back to the YouTube business after making the reservation. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to invest like more time on YouTube before I will be gone for a week. So maybe the Unity problems would be solved by then. Making, I don't know, I just like wanted to make bunch of videos about like blaming Unity and so on. There was another like videos that I was planning to make. But instead I made some videos about like Unity did this and that. So it would make it easier for you to make up your mind on what to do next. I had those plans, and then now it's or pushed after those Unity videos. So, 25th. There will be like nowadays I'm streaming on Mondays and Fridays. I don't know whether that's like the best idea, but like I just did it. Oh, and by the way, I finally got the new mouse. My wheel was broken. I couldn't really drag anything. Couldn't zoom in or zoom out anything properly. And then finally I bought a new mouse. What kind of mouse are you using? I bought a new one with the vertical mouse from Logitech. It's kind of like a small one, fancy. And are you a PC gamer or a console gamer? Okay, I obviously have PC. And I have Switch. But I don't have anything else. Does that count as a console? I feel like if I'm a console gamer, I have to have like PlayStation 5 and Xbox, or like at least like the different kind of them. But I have like 2 Switch instead, like 1 Switch and 1 Switch Lite. Good choice. I have a Logitech mouse too. Yeah. This time I bought a smaller one. And I'm quite satisfied with it. Today I used it for the first time. And yeah, it's like small to normal hands, that kind of thing. And I like it. Depends on what you use more often. Oh, so Switch counts as a console. That's a good thing. Nowadays I'm not playing anything. The last time I was playing was Zelda. I bought a collector's kit and I never played it. I mean, I got the Parasale. And then afterward, I didn't play it. I hate small mouses. Why? 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 Yeah, that's kind of plan. But this one, I'm not sure. I have big hands. Yeah, give all those small mouses to me. There is so much delay, huh? Yeah. YouTube. I mean, the YouTube chat has some kind of delay. And those interface also has like bunch of delay. And then I tried to find a better plugin. And then I failed. And then I thought like, okay, whatever. This one I used it because like I wanted to when Twitch has their policy that they banned the simultask. Whatever. So before they banned the simultaneous streaming on YouTube or Twitch, and I didn't really check it. I saw somebody is still doing it. But anyway, I wanted to combine those chats from Twitch and YouTube. That's why I decided to use this plugin. And I tried to find the alternative. Then I failed. And then I never look at it ever again. So, I think this will be a plan for upcoming weeks. I guess. I don't know. I will try my best, but I will not gonna guarantee anything. Because that's my life, I have feeling. And lots of tiny things are happening in my life. Never big enough. Nothing big enough, but like small enough to forget about a certain thing for, I don't know, 2 days or something. So, nothing is guaranteed. Yeah. So since I spent, that's life. Yes, that's life. And since I spent like a bunch of energy investigating murder scene, I think today's stream will be shorter than usual. Usually I stream for like 2 hours. And yeah, I'm awake but like almost falling asleep. Today I will gonna sleep early. But for the midnight, I have to make the reservation for my Tokyo trip. I have no idea what I should buy in Tokyo because the Japanese yen is nowadays quite cheap. I have a feeling that I have to buy something. That would be quite cool. But yeah, anyway. I think I would slowly disappear. And if I have some energy and time left for the weekend, then I will upload some videos. And I really wish that Unity would announce something today before, I don't know, before Friday is over. Because otherwise, they would not announce anything during the weekend, right? But if they don't announce anything on Friday, it would be next week, which is quite opposite to what they said. They said like they will announce the new policy in a couple of days, and a week is not really a couple of days, right? So I wish they have positive news. And I'm pretty much sure it is impossible to bring everything back to normal. But I wish to hear a new news which is good enough to make people less angry. Yeah. There's still 7 a.m. in Cali. We might hear from them today. I really wish so. I mean, here it's like almost midnight. So I feel like today is almost over. But I really wish that they announce something before the weekday is almost over. So like basically today. No, not tomorrow, not next week. Basically Friday. At some point, I mean, yeah. Some places in the earth, I wish them to say something. Yeah. So today it was like almost 1 hour and 5 minutes. It was shorter than usual, but I think since I spent all my energy getting that criminal, I would slowly disappear. I feel like everything in my brain is kind of delayed. It's like buffering. I don't know, 30 seconds or something. It has like 3 to 5 second delay. And so I would call it a day. It was fun to see you guys and talk about random things about Unity and how I think about it. I shared like what I did, and I also shared my future plan for like next 2 weeks. High latency, yes. It's like my neuron doesn't fire signal early enough. Yeah. Is there anything else that I have to announce? If I have anything, I will just write at, I don't know, YouTube community or somewhere else. And I wish you to have a good morning, noon, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are. So I would call it a day. And thank you for coming. Thank you for writing the chats. Thank you for hanging around with me. I learned like also few things about Unity, their profits, what they are doing, that kind of things. Yeah. And see you on Monday or on next video if I upload any. Yeah. Bye bye. See you next time. Thank you for coming. Go to bed. Almost midnight. Bye bye. See you next time. Good night. Thank you. Have a nice day or night.